Hello everyone, hope you are all so good and doing well. In the last lecture, we have understood the basics of percentage and we have done some PYQs asked by SSC in the previous years. I think you understood the class properly. In this lecture, we are going to see 4 small topics of percentage and the questions asked based on it by SSC in the previous years. So let's begin it without any other discussions. That is our first topic is fractions. I think everyone knows what is a fraction, and the form of fraction is p by q, or you can write x by y. The upper part of the fraction is known as numerator, and it can be denoted by n, and the lower part of the fraction is denoted by d, that is denominator. And what type of questions are asked based on it, we'll see in the next slide. The numerator of the fraction is increased by 40% and the denominator is decreased by 60%. Then the fraction becomes 21 by 8. What was the find the original fraction? What is the fraction? Fraction is n by d. It was 100% of itself. It is increased by 40%. That means before it was 100, and it increased by 40%. That means 40% of 100, 140. And the denominator is decreased by 60%. Before it was 100, decreased by 60, that is minus 60 gives 40. And the new fraction becomes 21 by 8. We need to find the value of n by d. We can cancel 100 from here. 22s are 27s are. That implies n by d 7 by into 7 by 2 is equals to 21 by 8. 2 4s are 7 3s are. Therefore, the fraction is numerator by denominator equals to 3 by 4. It was the original fraction. That's what we need to find. Okay. In the next questions, we will not be writing 140 by 100. If your number is increased by 40%, then we will write 140% of the number. That is 140% of the numerator. And denominator is decreased by 60%. It would be if it is decreased by 60%, then it would be 40% of itself. That is denominator into 40%. We can cancel the percentage directly. Okay, we'll see it in the next question. If a numerator of the fraction is increased by 140% and the denominator is decreased by 20%, the resultant fraction is 12 by 7. Find the original fraction. Numerator by denominator. Numerator is increased by 140%. It was 100%, increased by 140. That means now the numerator is 240% of itself. Denominator is decreased by 20%. 100 minus 20, 80% of itself. You can cancel percentage, and what we got? 12 by 7. 81s are 83s are. 3 4s are 12. That is numerator by denominator is equals to 4 by 7. That is option number B. Next question. If the numerator of the fraction is increased by 50% and the denominator is decreased by 28%, the value of the fraction is 25 by 36. We need to find the value of n by d. That is n by d into increased by 50%, that is 150% of itself, decreased by 28%. If it is decreased by 28, then it would be 72%, that is 100 minus 28. And the new fraction is 25 by 36. Percentage gets cancelled. 36 2s are 25 6 are, that is n by d is equals to 2 by 6, which is equals to 1 by 3. That is option number D. When the numerator of fraction is increased by 25% and the denominator is increased by 31 1 by 4%, it becomes 5 by 14. That means fraction becomes 5 by 14. The fraction was numerator by denominator increased by 25%. Before it was 100 and increased by 25%, that is 125. 31 1 by 4 can be simplified. 31 4s are 124. 124 plus 1, that is 125 by 100. 125 by 4, and percentage denotes 1 by 100. 25 4s are 25 5s are, and the fraction is 5 by 16. Denominator is increased by 5 by 16. Now the denominator is 21, that is 16 plus 5. Before it was 16. We need to find the numerator by denominator, that is fraction. 25 4s are 25 5s are, 4 4s are 16, 5 5s are cancelled. Now numerator by denominator into what we have left, 4 goes up, 4 by, and in the denominator 21 is left, is equals to 1 by 14. 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, and the numerator by denominator is, if you cross multiply, that is 3 by 8 is the answer. Option number A. If the numerator of the fraction is increased by 12% and the denominator is reduced by 8%, it gives a new fraction 16 by 17. What is the original fraction? We need to find the original fraction, that is n by d into, it increased by 12%, that is 112%, and the denominator reduced by 8%, that is 100 minus 8, 92%. Percent get cancelled. And what's the new fraction? That is 16 by 17. How can we cancel it? 16 7s are 112. 7, no, it cannot be cancelled. Okay, so the numerator by denominator is 92 1s are 92, divided by 17 7s are 119. 92 by 119 is the answer. That is option number A. A fraction 3 by 5 is decreased by 2 by 5. The resulting fraction is then increased by 20%. What is the percentage increase or decrease in the value of the original fraction? What is original fraction? That is 3 by 5. Original fraction is 3 by 5. It is decreased by 2 by 5. Decreased by 2 by 5 means it is deducted by 2 by 5. The original fraction 3 by 5 is deducted by 2 by 5, which gives 1 by 5. 3 minus 2, 1. And the new fraction, resulting fraction is increased by 20%. Increased by 20% means 6 by 5. The new fraction is 6 by 25. What is the percentage increase or decrease in the value of the original fraction? Percentage decrease or increase in the original fraction. What is the formula? New fraction minus original fraction upon original fraction into 100. New fraction is 6 by 25 minus 3 by 5. Original fraction is 3 by 5 into 100. 5 5s are 6 minus 15. 6 minus 15 divided by 25 is the LCM, and the original fraction is 3 by 5. what will get into 100. 6 minus 15 is 9, that is minus 9. Minus 9 by 25, the original fraction is 3 by 5. If you cancel out it here, 5 5s are, 3 3s are, what will get? Minus 3 by 5 into 100, which is equals to 60%, that is decrease 60%. Minus denotes decrease in the value, that is option number A. If you take it here original fraction minus new fraction, you will get the answer wrong. I will show you how it is. Okay, original fraction is 3 by 5 and the new fraction is 6 by 25. 5 5s are, 15 minus 6, 15 minus 6, I'll write it here directly as you have seen the answer. 15 minus 6, that is 9. 15 minus 6, 9, that is the LCM is 25 and the new fraction is 3 by 5. What is the answer? 3 3s are 9. You will get here 3 by 5. Here it is giving an increase of 60%. Here it is giving a decrease of 60%, which gives the minus. Okay, that's the difference. You need to remember the formula carefully. Okay, otherwise you will mark the answer. Here you got minus 60, here you got plus 60. The options are decrease by 60, increase by 60. Okay, you need to mark the answer carefully. Here we completed the first topic based on fractions. Now we are going to do the questions based on the marks. So let's see what type of questions are asked on marks. A candidate scores 30% of marks in a test and fails by 5 marks, and the student who scores 20% marks, I think here it would be 20%, and fails by 15 marks, find the pass marks, passing percentage and the total marks. Okay, a candidate scored 30% marks. Total exam consists of 100% marks. If he scores 30% marks in a test and fails by 5 marks, if he had scored 5 marks more, then he would have passed the exam. That means 30% plus 5 denotes passing marks. Another student who scores 20% marks fails by 15 marks. Another student is there who scores 20% marks but failed by 15 marks. If he had scored 15 marks more, he would have passed the exam. 20% plus 15, 30% plus 5 denotes the passing marks, which equals to, both denotes the passing marks. Then if you equate them, 20% plus 15, 30 minus 20, that is 10%. If you deduct 15 minus 5, you will get 10. 10% marks denotes 10. 100% marks are 10 into 10, 100. Total marks are 100. What are the passing marks? We need to find the passing marks. 30% plus 5 denotes pass marks, that is 30% of 100. 30% of 100 is 30 plus 5. Passing marks are 35. Or you can do it with here 20% marks, 20 plus 15 marks, which gives 35. 35 are the passing marks. We need to find the passing percentage. Passing percentage. Pass marks are 15 and the total marks are 100 and the percentage is equals to 100. 100 gets cancelled. We will get 35% as passing percentage. 35% is the passing percentage. I think you understood it clearly. Pass percentage of an examination is 35%. Okay. If a student who got 210 marks and failed by 14 marks, then what are the maximum marks of the examination? We need to find the 100%. 35% are passing marks. A student scored 210 marks but failed by 14 marks. If he had scored 14 marks more, he would have passed the exam, plus 14, which denotes 35%. 210 plus 14, 224. 35% denotes 224. We need to find 100%. 7 5s are 35. 7 3s are 21. 7 2s are 14. 5% denotes 32. We need to find 100%. If you do it here with 20 and it here 20, 100% denotes 32 into 26, 40. 640 is the answer. That is option number D. It was asked in CGL examination, which is very easy. Raju scored 20% marks in an exam and failed by 20 marks. If he had scored 25 marks more, then he would have passed 20%. Plus 25 denotes passing marks. If he scores 50% marks, then he gets 20 marks more. If he had scored 50% of the marks, he gets 20 marks more. If we deduct 20 marks from 50%, we'll get the passing percentage. Okay. Both denotes passing percentage. If you equate both of them, 50% minus 20. These 20 are extra to the passing marks. 50 minus 20, that is 30%. If you 25 plus 20 is equal to 45. 30% denotes 45. What is the passing marks for the exam? We need to find the passing marks. 30% denotes 45. 10% denotes 15. 3 ones are 3, 15s are 10% are 15. We need to find 20% plus 25 or 50% minus 20. I'll show you both. 20%, that is 15 plus 15, 30 plus 25, which gives 55 as the answer. Passing marks. 50% minus 20. 50%, 15 5s are 75 minus 20. 75 minus 20, that is 55. Both are passing mark. That is option number C. Here D is not typed by mistake. You can write it here 50. R targets to score 85% marks in exams. He scores 450 marks and misses the target by 35%. A person R targets to score 85% marks. He scores 450 marks and misses the target by 35%. If he had scored 35% more, he could have reached the target. Therefore, 450 plus 35% denotes the target, that is 85%. If you deduct 35 from 85, we will get 50% is equals to 450. What we need to find? How much increment in the percentage should be there in his scored marks. His scored marks to meet the target. To meet the target, he needs 35% more. He needs 35, and his scored marks are 50. We are asked to find 35 is how much percent of 50? That is 100. Percentage denotes 50 2s are 35 2s are 70. 70 is the answer. That is option number A. We are asked to find his percentage increment in his scored marks. Okay. In an examination, Anita scored 31% marks and failed by 16 marks. Sunita scored 40% marks and obtained 56 marks more than those required to pass. Find the minimum marks. We need to find the passing marks. Anita scored 31% and failed by 16 marks. If she had scored 16 more, she could have passed. 31% plus 16 denotes passing marks. Sunita scored 40% and she got 56 more marks than needed to pass. If you deduct 56 minus 56 from 40%, we'll get the passing marks. If you equate it, 40 minus 31%, that is 9%, denotes 56 plus 16, 56 plus 16, 9% denotes 72, 9 8s are 72, 1% denotes 8 marks, 40% denotes 8 into 40, that is 32, 320, 8 into 40, that is 320, minus 56, which gives passing marks. 320 minus 56, 270 minus 6, 264 is the passing marks. We can also do it with this 31%, 83, 24, 248 plus 16, 248 plus 16, that is 264. Option D is the answer. A candidate who got 20% of the marks in an examination fails by 30 marks, but another candidate who gets 32% marks gets 42 marks more than the necessary for passing. Find the maximum number of marks. Here we are asked to find maximum number, that is 100%. %, scored and failed by 30. That means 20 plus 30, 20% plus 30 is equals to passing marks. And another candidate scored 32%, which are 42 more than the passing marks. If we deduct it, we will get the passing marks. 32 minus 20%, that is 12%. And 30 plus 42, that is, I'll write here, 30 plus 42 denotes 72. 12 6 are 72. 1% denotes 6. 100% denotes 600. That is option number D. In an examination, A obtained 10% more marks than B. A obtained 10% more. 10% denotes 1 by 10. A is 1 more than 10. That means 10 plus 1, 11. B obtained 20% more marks than C. B obtained 20% more. 20%, 1 by 5. 1 more than 5, that is C. C obtained 32% less than D. C obtained 32% less. That means D is 100. 32% less means 68. What again? If A obtained 270 more marks than C, okay, then the marks obtained by B are, we have given the difference between A and C, and we are asked to find the marks of B. Is there any need of D? No. So we'll find the ratio of A, B, C only. A minus C is equals to 272. How will find? A is to B is to C. 11 is to 10. 6 is to 5. 11 6 are 66. 60. 10 5s are 50. Difference between A and C, 66 minus 15, that is 16 ratio denotes 272. We need to find the 60 ratio. 4 4s are 16. 4 6 are 24. 4 8s are 32. 4 15s are 60 into 15. You can also do it here, 15. 15 6 are 900, 15 8 are 120. 900 plus 120, that is 1020 is the answer. Option number C. For an examination of practical based subject, the total marks is 100. The breakup for theory, practical, project and viva is 40%, 30%, 20% and 10%. A candidate scored 80% in theory, 70% in practical, 60% in project and 50% in viva. What was her aggregate percentage? We need to find the total percentage she got of total marks, that is 100. 100 marks are divided into 40% plus 30% plus 20% plus 10%, which is equals to 100% is equals to 100. That means 1% denotes 1 ratio. We can write it here. The breakup, it is, you can write it here, the weightage for each subject is theory, practical and project and viva. Weightage for theory is 40%, that is 1 ratio denotes 1, that means you can write directly 40 marks. And for practical 30 marks, project 20 marks and viva is for 10 marks. A candidate scored 80% in theory. The percentage of marks scored in each subject is 80% in theory, 70% in practical and 60% in project and 50% in viva. The marks he acquired, that is 80% of 40. 80% of 40 is 32. 8 4s are 32. You can just multiply. 70% of 30, that is 7 3s are 21. 60% of 20, 6 2s are 12. 50% of 10, that is 5. The total marks he got are 32 plus 21 plus 12 plus 5, that is 53, 60, 70 marks he got. And the percentage of marks he got is, he got 70 marks upon 100 into 100, that is percentage. 100 gets cancelled, we get 70% as the answer. That is option number A. In an examination, a similar question was asked in SSC CGL 2020-23. Let's see. In an examination, a candidate had to sit for 3 papers A, B, C. The candidate secured 75% marks in paper A, 80% marks in paper B, 60% marks in paper C. The weightage assigned to the papers A, B, C were 40%, 50% and 10% respectively. Find the weighted percentage of the marks obtained by the candidate when all 3 papers were taken together. I'll write here directly. Weightage is 40% plus 50% plus 10%, that is 100% is equals to 100 marks. You can write directly the marks, 40 marks. Write here papers A, B, C, and paper B is for 50 marks and paper C is for 10 marks. The percentage he scored in each subject is 75% in paper A, 80% in paper B and 60% in paper C. The marks he gained actually are 75% of 40, that is 3 by 4 of 40 is 30. 80% of 50, 8 5s are 40. 60% of 10, that is 6. The total marks he got are 30 plus 40 plus 6 is equals to 76. He got 76 marks. and the percentage is 76 marks are scored by him, and the total marks are 100 into 100, which gives 76% as the answer. That is option number D. Some students, only boys and girls, from different schools appeared for an Olympiad exam. 20% boys and 15% girls failed the exam. Okay. 20% boys and 15% girls failed the exam. The number of boys who passed the exam was 70 more than that of girls who passed the exam. Total failed boys are 20%. Passed boys 100 minus 20, that is 80% boys are passed, and the girls percentage passed is 100 minus 15, that is 85% of girls are passed. A total of 90 students failed, that means 20% of boys plus 15% of girls is equals to 90. The number of boys who passed the exam was 70 more than the girls who passed the exam. 80% of B is 70 more than the 85% of girls. Okay. If we solve it, we will get the total number of students. We will write here 20% of B. If you see here, we can cancel out the boys by multiplying by 4. That is 20% of boys is multiplied by 4. 80% of boys we will get 80% of boys minus 80% of boys, we will get the percentage of girls. Okay, I'll write here directly by multiplying 20% of boys into 4, that is 80% of boys, plus 15 fours are 60% of girls, is equal to 9 fours are 360, 90 fours are 360. 80% of boys minus 85% of girls is equals to 70. Boys gets cancelled. We are subtracting 85 plus 60, that is 145. Percentage of girls is equals to, if we deduct it, 36. 360 minus 70, that is 290. 145% denotes 290, that means 145 twos are 1% of girls is equals to 2. 100% of girls is equals to 200. We need to find the number of boys. 100% of girls are 200. If we substitute the number of girls in this equation, we will get 20% of boys equals to 15% of girls is 15 twos are 30. If you deduct 30 from 90, we will get 60. We want 100% of boys, so we'll multiply it by 5. That is 100% of boys is equals to 300. Total number of students are 300 plus 200, that is 500 are the total number of students. Option number C is the correct answer. A certain number of students from school X appeared in an examination and 30% students failed. From school Y, 150% more students than that from school X appeared in the same examination. If 80% of the total number of students appeared from both schools passed, then what is the percentage of students from school Y who failed? We need to find the students who failed from school Y. Let 100 students appeared from school X. If 100 students are appeared, 30% of them are failed. 30% of 100, that is 30 students are failed from school X, and the passed students are 70. And from school Y, 150% more students, that means 100 plus 150, 250 students appeared. And we have given 80% of the total students appeared are passed, that is 250 plus 350 are the total students. 80% of 350 are passed, that is 4 by 5 80% of 350. 5 sevens are 280 students are passed from both schools. If 70 students are passed from school X and the number of students passed from school Y are 280 minus 70, that is 210. 210 school students are passed of school Y, and the failed students are 250 minus 210, that is 40 are the failed students. We need to find the percentage of students failed from school Y, that is percentage. We need to find percentage of failure is equals to 40 students failed and the total number of students are 250 into 100. 52s are 55s are 58s are, that is 16% are failed from school Y. Option number C. In a test consisting of 140 questions, a candidate correctly answered 70% of the first 80 questions. What percentage of the remaining questions does the candidate need to correctly answer to score 60% in the test? He need to score 60% in the all over test. 140 are the total students. He need to correct 60%. That is 60% of 140. He need to correct 14/6 or 84 questions. And he answered 80 questions and the accuracy is 70%. 70% of 80, that is 56, he scored correctly. And the left questions are 140 minus 80, that is 60. And he need to score how many questions more? 84 minus 56, that is 28. You need to score 28 questions correctly from 60 questions, and the percentage is, we need to find 28 by 60 into 100. You need to score 28 questions from 60 questions. It is 23s are 25s are 140 by 3, which gives 3 4s are 12, 3 6 are 18.6, 46.6. That is option number C is the answer. There are 160 multiple choice questions in a test. 4 marks are allotted for a correct answer and 1 mark is deducted for a wrong answer or an unattempted question from the total score of correct answer. That means 1 mark is negative for the wrong answer or for an unattempted question. A candidate scored 400 marks in a test. How many questions did he answer correctly? Total questions are 160. Let X be the right answers he attempted and Y be the wrong answers. If he had attempted all 160 questions correctly, he would have got 160 into 4, that is 640 marks. He did not answer correctly all questions, so that he got 400 marks. For every question he gets 4 marks, that is right questions are X, and for every question 4x. And for every wrong answer he gets deducted -1, that is -1 into Y are the wrong questions. If you equate it, we will get the how many questions he answered correctly. 4x minus Y is equals to 400. Minus y gets cancelled and you'll get 5x. 400 plus 160, that is 560. X is equals to 5 1s are 1s are and 2s are. 112 questions are answered correctly by him. That is option number C. You can also do it by using options. If he had scored 120 questions right, 120 into 4, he got 480 marks, and the unattempted questions are 160 minus 120, that is 40. If you deduct 1 mark for each question, that is minus 40, he would have scored 440. He did not answer 120 questions correctly. He answered less than 120. That is option number B and C are there. You can check it like this. Okay, 150 into 4, 460 minus the unanswered questions are 160 minus 115, that is 45. You will get 415, but you got 400 only. Likewise you can check. Okay, so here we complete our second topic, questions based on marks, and the next topic is error in calculation. At some point in everyone's life, everyone had made a mistake while calculation or while counting. What is the error in the calculation, or error percentage is how much? Let's understand it with an example. Your father asked you to count 100 notes of 500 and you counted it as 101 notes. Actually, the total notes are 100 and you counted it as 101. How much you counted it extra? That is 101 minus 100. One note is extra. The actual notes are 100. This is the error. One note is the error, and the percentage is how much? Total notes are 100. Percentage is 100. 100 gets cancelled. 1% is the error while counting the notes. If there are 200 notes and you counted it at 201, what is the error? 200 minus 1, that is 1. It is the error, and the error percentage is, total number of notes are actually 200 into 100 percentage, 1 by 2, that is 0.5% is the error. Understood? You can write it here. Error is equals to, that is the difference between the correct and the incorrect value. You can write it here, incorrect value minus correct value. And what we have seen, error percentage is upon the incorrect value minus correct value is divided by the original value, that is correct value, into 100. This is the formula of error percentage we will be using in the next questions. A boy found the answer for the question, subtract the sum of 1 by 4 and 1 by 5 from unity, and expresses the answer in decimals as 0.45. Find the percentage of error in the answer. The boy was asked to subtract from unity, that is unit means 1, the sum of 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5, and he found the answer as 0.45. What's the actual answer? 1 minus 5 plus 4, 9, 9 by 20, that equals to 11 by 20, which gives answer 0.55. It is the original answer, but he found it as 0.45. How much is the error? Error is equals to difference of the correct and the incorrect value, that is 0.55 minus 0.45. It is the error, and the error percentage is upon the correct value, that is 0.5. 0.55 into 100. 0.55 minus 0.45, 0.10, 0.55. If you get cancelled it here, point we'll get 1000 by 55. You can solve it or keep it in fraction. If you solve it, 200 by 11 you will get. That is the answer. While measuring a line segment of length 10 centimeter, it was measured 10.2 centimeter by mistake. What is the percentage error in the measurement? What I have said, error is equals to difference of the correct and the incorrect value. 10.2 minus 10 is the error, and the original value is 10 centimeter into 100, which gives 0.2 divided by 10 into 100. Cancel by 0. That is 2% is the answer. Option number D. A man multiplied a number by 8 by 5 instead of 5 by 8. The correct value is 5 by 8. He was asked to multiply by 5 by 8, but he multiplied it by 8 by 5. What is the percentage error in the calculation? Let the number be x, and the error is difference between them. 8x by 5 minus 5x by 8 is the error. Let's find it error only. Okay, 8 is the 64. 64 minus 25, that is 64x minus 25x divided by LCM is 40, and what will get 39x by 40. This is the error, and if you need to find the error percentage, that is what is the correct value? Correct value is 5x by 8, and the error is 39x by 40. Correct value is 5x by 8 into 100. 8 5s are 40. The x gets cancelled. What will get? 39 by 25 into 100. 25 4s are 39 4s are, that is 40 4s are 160 minus 4, that is 156 is the answer. Option number C. A number was divided by 8 instead of being multiplied by 8. As a result of this, there was an error in the answer. What is the percentage difference in the answer due to miscalculation? Okay, let the number be x, and it was divided by 8 instead of being multiplied by 8. It was asked to multiply by 8, that is 8x is the original number. We need to find the error, that is 8x minus x by 8 is equals to 64x minus x, that is 63x by 8. It is the error. And what is the error percentage? Error percentage is error divided by original number, the correct value. That is, the correct value is 8x into 100. X gets cancelled. What will get? 63 by 64 into 100. Here 63 is less than 1 upon 64, or you can get 6300 divided by 64. If it is 6400, then it would be 100%. It is 100 less than 64. That means it would be nearest to the 100%. That is, if you see in the options, that is option number C is the around 98%. Or you can calculate it, okay? By mistake, the reciprocal of a positive fraction got typed in place of itself, and thereby its value got reduced by 175 by 4%. What was the value of the fraction? A fraction was there, let it be x by y. While typing, it got typed the reciprocal of itself. Reciprocal of x by y is, that is y by x. It is the x by y is the correct value and y by y is the incorrect value. What is error? X by y minus y by x is equals to x square minus y square divided by xy. It is the error, and error percentage is error by x square minus y square by xy. What is the correct value? That is x by y. If you cancel the y here, you will get x square minus y square by x square is equals to 175 by 4, that is percent denotes into 100. 25 4s are 25 7s are 7 by 16. X square is 16. X square minus y square is 7. I'll write here x square minus y square is equals to 7. If you substitute x square is equals to 16 in here, 16 minus y square is equals to 7. That implies y square is equals to 16 minus 7 equals to 9. We need to find the value of x by y. X square by y square. X square value is 16 and y square value is 9. That implies x by y is equals to 4 by 3 if root is eliminated, okay? That is option number B. A student multiplied a number with 3 by 4 instead of 4 by 3. What is the error percentage? Let the number be x. Incorrect value is 3x by 4 and the correct value is 4x by 3. Error is equals to 4x by 3 minus 3x by 4 is equals to 16x minus 9x divided by 12. That is 16 minus 9, 7x divided by 12. It is the error, and the error percentage is 7x by 12 and the correct value is 4x by 3 into 100. 3 4s are 12 and x gets cancelled. 7 by 16 into 100, that is 700 by 16. 16 4s are 64 and 60 is left. 16 3s are 48. 43 point something is the answer, that is B. Here we complete our third topic, and the last topic is price, quantity and its inverse relation. Let's understand it with an example. Your father said to you one day, go to market and bring the tomatoes for 100 rupees. And you went to the market, you have seen that the price of tomatoes is 25 rupees. How many kgs you will get? Total amount is 100 and price is 25. 25 4s are, you will get 4 kgs. And what is this relation? Total amount is 100 and the price is and you got the quantity of 4 kgs, that is Q. Price into quantity is equals to amount. Or you can assume that these 4 kgs is your consumption for 4 days. Then you will write price into consumption is equals to amount. You can write here as your expenditure from your point of view, or you can write it amount here. Both are equal. You have 100 rupees and you went to the market, you got 25, you had 4 kgs with price of 25, and next Monday you went to the market again with 100 rupees to bring tomatoes. Now the price is 20. How many kgs you will get? 100 by 20, that is 5 kgs you will get. Now you have observed here one thing, if the price is decreased, the quantity you are getting is increased. I'll write here clearly, price 25 at the first time and the 20 at the second time. What is the ratio of it? 25, 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20. It was the price, and you got the quantity of 4 kg at the first time and 5 kg at the second time. You can clearly observe one thing, that the ratio of price is inversely proportional if the expenditure is same. You can derive here one relation, that is, if the price is increasing, the quantity you get decreases. If the price is decreasing, the quantity you get is increased. That is, price and quantity relation is inverse. Okay, if the amount is same that you spend at both times. Understood? Let's do questions based on it. If the price of salt decreases by 20%, then by what percentage should the consumption be increased to keep the expenditure same? The price of salt is decreased by 20%, that means it was 100 and decreased by 20%, that is 80. What is the ratio? 25 sir, 24 sir. The expenditure is same, you are spending at 100 rupees and spending at 80 rupees. Okay, then what I have said, the price gets inversed, quantity gets inversed if the expenditure is same. That means 4:5 is the quantity. You are getting 4 kgs, now you are getting 5 kgs, that is you are getting 1 extra upon 4, that is into 100. The percentage of increase in the quantity you are getting is 25%. Or you can understand it here, it was 100 and it was 80, now it is quantity is getting 80 and it is 100. You are getting 20 extra upon 80 into 100, 24 sir, you can get 25% here also. That means it does not depends upon the price, it depends upon the ratio. Okay, the answer is C, 25%. The price of the onion increases from 60 to 70. The price of onion before was 60, now it is 75. By what percent a household should decrease the consumption of the onion so that the expenditures remain same? The expenditure spending at the rate of 50 was 100%, and at the rate of 75 is also 100. Okay, and the ratio is 15:4 sir, 15:5 sir. If the spending is same, then the ratio gets inversed, that is 5:4. The household was getting 5 kg before, now it is getting 4 kgs, that means a reduce of 1 upon 5, that is 20% is reduced in their consumption. Option number C. The price of petrol was raised by 15%. It was 100 and raised by 15, that is 115. By how much percent should a motorist reduce the consumption of petrol so that the expenditure on it does not increase? Expenditure is same. Then the price quantity ratio is inversed. Okay, price ratio is 20, 520 are 523 are, and the quantity ratio is 23:20. He was getting 23 liters before, now he is getting 20 liters only due to the increase of 15% in the price. Okay, how much his consumption is reduced, that is 3 reduced upon 23 into 100, that equals to 300 by 23. 23 ones are 70 is left, 23 threes are 69, and remainder is 1 upon 23, that is 33. 13 1 by 23 is the answer, that is option number C. So simple. When the price of sugar gets raised by 50%, a person increases his expenditure on sugar only by 25%. By what percentage should he reduce his consumption of sugar? Till now what we have seen, the consumption or the expenditure was same. Now here he increased his expenditure. How will do it here? See here. 100 was the price of the sugar and it got increased by 50%, that is 150. He was spending 100 rupees to get 1 kg of sugar. Now the price is 150. If he need to buy 1 kg sugar, he need to spend 150 rupees, but he is spending 125 rupees only. That is increase by 25%, means increase of 25%, and the price is 150. How much less he is getting? 25 less he is getting upon 150 is the new price into 100. That gives the percentage decrease in the consumption. 25 ones are 25 6 are. 100 by 6 is equals to 16 2 by 3 or 16.66. 16.66. Correct up to 2 decimal places. Then 16.67 is the answer. Understood? The price was 100 and it increased by 150%, that is 150, and he increased his spending, that is expenditure, by 25%, that is 125. How much less he is getting? 150 minus 25, 25 he is getting less. Okay, the price of an item is reduced by 20%. As a result, customer can get 2 kg more of it for 360 rupees. Find the original price of the per kg of the item. Price was reduced, that means before it was 100, now it is 80, that means reduced by 20%. What's the ratio? 5:4. Due to reduce of 20%, a customer is getting 2 kg more for 360 rupees only. That means he was spending 360 rupees before, and even now he is spending 360 rupees. But due to reduce in the 20% of the price, he is getting 2 kg more. That means the expenditure is same. Then the ratio is 4:5, inversed. Before they were getting 4 units, now they are getting 5 units. 1 unit, that is 1 ratio denotes 2 kg. They are getting 2 kg more for 360. Total quantity before they were getting is 8 kgs. Now they are getting 10 kgs. We need to find the value of the original price. How can we get the price? total amount by quantity. As you can see, price into quantity is equals to amount. To find the price is equals to amount by quantity. Okay, quantity they were getting 8 kgs, so the price is original price, you can write it here, original price 360 was the total amount, and they are getting 8 kgs for it. 8 4s are and 8 5s are 45 rupees was the original price. If you are asked the new price, then the new price is 360 upon they are getting 10 kgs right now, that is 36. New price is 36, original price was 45. We are asked to find original price, that is 45 is the answer. A reduction of 50% in the price of wheat enables a housewife to buy 6 kg more for 2720. The reduced price of wheat per kg is, price was 100 and it is reduced by 15%, that is 85% right now. What is the ratio? 20:17. They are getting 6 kg more due to reduction in the price of 50%. The spending is same in both cases, then the ratio gets reversed, that is 17:20. They are getting 6 kg more, that is they are getting 3 ratio more than before, that is 3 ratio denotes 6 kg, 1 ratio denotes 2 kg. We need to find the reduced price of the wheat, that is new price of the, we need to find the new price. They are getting 20 into 2 40 kgs, 20 into 2 40, new quantity is 40 kgs. They are getting 40 kgs for 2720, which gives the price of, which gives the new price. Okay, divided by 40. 4 6 are 24, 4 8s are 32, that is 68 is the new price. And what is the old price? 17 ratio, 17 2s are 34, 34 was they are getting, 34 kgs were getting 2720. If you cancel it by 17 2s are 17 1s are 17 6 are 102, and the original price was 80. It reduced by 15%. You can also see here how it is reduced. It is reduced by 15% means 15% of 80, or you can say 85% of 80, that is 24 are 17 4s are 68. Okay, the price of an apple is reduced by 30%. It enables a customer to buy 5 more apples for 140. Find the reduced rate of the price, that means you need to find the new price. Price was reduced by 30%, that means it was 100 reduced by 30 gives 70. Price ratio is 10:7, and the spending is same, so that quantity is 7:10. What we need to find the price of new apples? How many kgs they are getting? 3 ratio they are getting more, that is denotes 5 apples, that is 1 ratio 5/3. How many kgs they are getting? 10 ratio, that is 10 into 5/3 is equal to 50/3 kgs are they are getting, and the total amount is 140. 0 gets cancelled. 14 3s are 42 divided by 5, which gives 5 8s are 40, 5 4s are 20. 0.54 sir, 20, that is 8.4 is the answer. Option number D. Understood? The reduction of 20% in the price of rice enables a person to obtain 50 kg more for 450 rupees. Find the original price. We need to find the original price. Price is reduced. It was 100. Now it is reduced by 20%, that is 80. Ratio is 5:4. And the spending is same, so that the quantity is inversed 4:5. They are paying 50 kg more, that is 1 ratio denotes 50 kg. You need to find the original price. That means you need to find the original price, that is the quantity they were getting before was 200, now they are getting 250. The amount spending is 450 upon 200 kgs, that is 20. 10 sir, 2 sir, 2 sir, 0.5 sir, and decimal, that is 2.25 is the answer. That is option number D. A reduction of 15% in the price of washing powder enables a purchaser to obtain 5 kg more for 1275 rupees. The original price of the washing powder per kg is, we need to find the original price of the washing powder. Price was 100, reduced by 15%, that is 85, and the ratio is 20:17. The quantity is same. If the spending is same, then the quantity is inversed, that is 17:20. They are getting 3 ratio more. 3 ratio denotes 5 kg. 1 ratio denotes 5/3 kg. The quantity they were getting before was 17 ratio, that is 17 into 5/3, 85/3. They were getting new prices 20 into 5, that is 100/3. This is the quantity they are getting now. We have to find the original price. Amount is 1275 divided by 85 into divided by 3. 17 5s are 85, 17 7s are 119, 17 5s are 85, that is 5 15s are 15 into 3 is equals to 45 is the answer. That is option number C. So here we complete our lecture. We have completed the small 4 topics. I think you understood the lecture properly. If you have any doubt, comment it in the comment section. I'll solve it in the next class. Thanks for watching and subscribe Quant Crunchers. Stay tuned for other updates.
Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better.